So I'm Chris Cartledge and I am the CEO at MYTIME Young Carers. We are a Dorset-based charity working across Dorset and the Isle of Wight now, and we work with young carers aged 5 all the way through to age 25. Now, MYTIME's mission is to level the playing field for young carers nationally. Young carers are an often unseen and unsupported group, and actually MYTIME is trying to change that narrative. There can be huge costs to young carers as a result of their caring role, and actually one of those costs is often their education. Young carers are not achieving the same as their non-caring peers, but MYTIME published a report in April that showed just how serious the extent of this is. So young carers at primary school, they are not achieving age-related expectations in maths, in reading or in writing. And actually, we know that only 10% of young people who don't achieve those grades at primary will go on to pass GCSE, maths and English. Being a young carer can cost a young person their future, their education, their hopes and their ambitions. Now, the Level Up programme, we started working in BCP, which is Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole, and we started working with a handful of schools who helped us to design the programme. We also spoke with young carers who told us about what their experiences at school were like and how different it could be if they were in supportive, caring environments. The Level Up programme has grown enormously over the past 4 years, and we are now working with over 220 schools nationally. Feedback from those schools, and most importantly the young carers in those schools, is that actually it has made an enormous difference to their lives. They now feel that school is somewhere they can go where they will be heard, where they will be supported, and actually that there are adults there that understand and will give them the support that they need to be successful. So we know from working with schools in our area that this programme works, and actually in one of the secondary schools that we're working with at the moment, since MYTIME came in and trained their teachers and talked to the other young people at the school about who young carers were, and we set up programmes of support within the school, they have seen that 70% of the young carers in their school have improved their attendance, and we know that attendance is the key to both keeping young people safe but also to making sure that they achieve everything that they're capable of.
Hi, I'm Rhianna, I'm 15 and I'm a young carer. I've been a young carer since I was 11 years old because my mum started to lose all the feeling in her body, so now she has sensitive neuropathy and she can't feel from the neck down. I have 2 sisters who I have to kind of look after sometimes, and I have a little baby brother who needs a bit of caring because he is a baby. And then I just help around the house, such as like hoovering, cleaning, washing up, cooking sometimes, ironing, folding clothes up, packing them away, making beds and stuff like that. Main stresses I would feel like is definitely school and trying to fit in, especially because like a lot of kids in my year don't know anything about me, and it's like if I walk in and they're like, oh, my mum had to make me do this massive chore earlier where I had to clean the kitchen. I'm like, I do that every day. Like, it's just a different experience for everyone. To leave her and like be at school and focus on my work, still in the back of my mind is my mum going to be all right? How do I know nothing's going on? How do I know she's not just going to get rushed into hospital and stuff like that? I feel like my attendance has definitely improved, and I feel like if there's support and if they have like maybe one assembly about it saying how like it doesn't matter if you're late or you don't come in because you're helping, then a lot more people will want to come in. If I'm 30 minutes late to school, I have to get a bus, which means I have to get the next hour bus, which means I'm missing 2 hours of school. And if I'm going to come in there straight away just going to detention, why am I going to want to come into school? Because if I don't get that space at home, my break and lunchtime should be the time that I like to enjoy myself and talk to my friends and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't have time to do that at home because they're caring. My grades have definitely improved. Like with my child development, I wouldn't have any time to do any of my coursework at home, which means I'd be falling behind and my grades would be dropping. But once I spoke to like my young carer champion, they were like, oh, we'll help you. So now in the mornings I would do my coursework and my grades go straight back up. And I feel like especially like my grades would be lower because I feel like I wouldn't have that support and like I wouldn't have the time to do any like revision or anything like that. But the school have been so much better, and now having revision and time of like tutors and like lunchtime clubs and stuff like that, they have gone straight back up because now I feel like I'm not a burden and I'm actually supported and they have an outlook on me. Like especially with like my time doing the employability and coming into school, it's making me feel like I have a lot more support than I did like just coming out of school, like still go on to trips until I'm 18, I can still be in the employability until I'm 25. I have still so many opportunities, and if the school didn't work with MYTIME or MYTIME didn't work with the school, I wouldn't be able to have any of that. And I just feel like I have such a better outlook, like what I can do after my GCSEs, how like people in colleges or at the sixth form can support me, and it's just like so much better. Without MYTIME, I literally would have nothing. I'd have no support. Like I can't go out with mum and do things like this, like do sports days, do adventure pirate, do escape rooms, do like go-karting, paintballing and stuff like that. Like I don't have that. And it's just like MYTIME's given me such a wider range of things to do, and have fun. Like just being with my mum, like helping her and stuff like that, it just feels like such a reward to come here and just makes me feel proud of myself.